Thanks for watching Here to Stay TV. We're at the GBTA 2017 in Boston, and I have with me Julie Sickel. She is editor of Lodging and Hotels, or Hotels and Lodging, depending on, whatever you're feeling, for BTN, Business Traveler News. So, Julie, this is exciting, a lot of trends. What's the biggest story that you think is coming out of this year's event?
Yeah, so I think we're seeing a lot of companies paying attention to corporate housing, extended stay, and that's being driven by, a lot of providers bringing new product to market. And so people like Bridge Street, there's another company, ReloQuest, which is sort of bringing mobility services in. So that's really interesting. Urban Door just presented today. And, with that, we're also seeing a lot more acceptance of Airbnb. Just the conversation between last year and this year is night and day.
What do you think has shifted? Because there was a time when it seemed like everyone was unsure about them. There was a time when everyone thought maybe they were the enemy. But now it seems like everybody's bringing bread together at the dinner table.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of outreach that they've done. They've formed some good partnerships with the mega TMCs. They've been doing sort of an education tour now that they have David Holyoke heading their business over there. And so I think the key is that they're saying we don't want to take your whole hotel portfolio. We just want to take, certain stay occasions.
Right. And it seems in that certain stay occasions thing, the hospitality industry in general is getting the notion that, hey, everybody wants to stay differently with every trip, and then extended stay and service apartments kind of folds neatly into that now.
Yeah, there's just so much more acceptance, and you see the travelers wanting to stay at an apartment instead of a hotel for 2 weeks at a time. It's just totally different, and people are accepting that travelers want to book properties instantly for these extended stays as well.
Do you think it's going to start to break down the industry segmentation? I know on our hotel side of the world, I feel like we live and breathe by that. But customers, I don't think they are paying attention to what we think they are.
Yeah, it's interesting. There are some trends around putting hotel product right alongside extended stay product. And how do you do that? How do you let the traveler know what they're getting, but also make it feel like they're coming from one platform instead of certain segmented inventory? So I think there's more to come in that space.
Separately, I think technology is a big issue that we're seeing here. And, today that was all the talk that I was seeing. I know that convergence is what the theme of this event is, but it actually seems to be apropos because technology and the stay experience and pretty much everything is happening now because of that convergence of technology.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm covering lodging, but at the same time, I'm also covering payment. I'm doing so much on the distribution, travel technology side. So it's all sort of coming together, which is really nice for an industry that seemed to be in silos for so long for certain aspects of it.
It seemed like all the publications used to have technology editors, but now every editor is by a de facto technology editor.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we're all sort of stepping on each other's beats, but in the best way possible.
Right, for sure. And I think the final big issue that we were seeing here is every year it used to be the RFP process, right? Every single year you'd have to negotiate these rates. Now we're talking about multi-year agreements.
Yeah, we know some of the hoteliers are pushing some of their clients to do multi-year just because they've had a lot of success doing that. They're doing sort of off-season, so even if it's annual, it's not the same sort of pain process where you're doing it when everyone's doing it. So there's definitely an appetite to change this process, and what that looks like is still to be determined, but in the meantime, at least people are talking about it.
Right, but it's another way where technology and that convergence is happening and saving people time. And I think that's what the message is that we're going to come away from this event: saving time, saving money, making things easier, and removing that friction from all elements of the travel experience.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Great. I think that's a perfect way to sum it up for Julie Sickel and myself, Glenn Haussman. Thanks for watching Here to Stay TV.